Welcome to RPG Capper, the channel where we cap RPGs of various design, where we come to you live from the soda mansion where the ball caps live and the CO2 bubbles never stop rising. Today, we will be resuming Final Fantasy II for the Super Nintendo Entertainment System, level cap being that of 99, and our current levels 72 for CECIL, 73 for KAIN, 70 for ROSA, 60 for RYDIA, and 71 for Edge. Now let's get right back into our adventure. Okay, firing it up. Okay, here's our recent save file. Okay, let's bring another session into play today. Okay, Edge 71, CECIL 72, ROSA 70, KAIN 73, 68 RYDIA. We have 7,884,472 GP. We're 34 hours and 16 minutes into this game. And let's take a look at our current items, current item inventory here. Okay. 8 heals, 5 cure free, 6 cabins. We should still be okay for now. 16 lives. I think this ought to be good for now before we have to make a long trip to the store and stock up on supplies. So, last time we tried to get the pink tail, but, well, we didn't get it. But we did encounter the pink puffs for the first time. Now, today we hope to get the pink tail from the pink puffs, but that in itself is not guaranteed, because it is a 50-50 chance that those, or rather, like, it is, wait, if I remember, it's a 1 in 64 chance to encounter the pink puffs, and another 1 in 64 chance that they'll drop a pink tail. But we did manage to loot a few more treasures from the subterranean caverns of the moon. So, we're gonna try again to get that pink tail. Because we do want to get that adamant armor, and see how many levels we'll raise today for all 5 of our endgame party members. Okay, we're making a beeline for the cabin room. But we still face off against all enemies along the way, because we need that experience. Paralyze the Warlock. That'll make this battle much more easier. And battle ends with 2400 GP awarded, 3460 XP awarded. Moving on. Alright, keeping on. 2 viewers came in. Hello to the people that came in here. You're in the soda mention with the RPG Capper. Today we are resuming Final Fantasy II on the Super Nintendo Entertainment System, where we are striving towards the final level of 99 for all of our party members, and we're also going to try to grab the elusive pink tail from the pink puff monsters. You know what, I'll just do it like this. I don't want to waste too much magic on Small Fry. I mean, if I can dispatch these enemies using nothing but my regular attacks, and I don't need to waste magic. That's gonna be safe for when we get into the cabin room with all those little pink puffs. So it looks like every 64 battles in that room we'll face a pink puff. So I'm gonna have to learn to count it mentally. Nice to see that my guys are doing some more serious damage now. So we wouldn't have to spend too much time facing off against enemies in the lunar subterranean. And the faster we can rack up those victories, the faster we can level up. Rosa gained a level, okay? First level up of this session. Life potion I'll gladly take, because I will need those. In case I end up running into another Fatal Eye and they wipe one of my party members. With their infamous 10 count attack. I mean, if you guys want to chat, don't be shy, say hi. I mean, we can always talk about all sorts of stuff, because we're at a stage here where the battles are going to become a lot more mundane, monotonous, and tedious, which unfortunately cannot be avoided at this stage in the game. But it is something we do here on this channel. So we can always offset the mundaneness of the whole experience by talking about various stuff, provided it doesn't delve into any heavy-handed political or religious talk, that is. Okay, edge is affected. $40,200, $7,200. It would be nice if everyone just leveled up after every battle, but that's not the way this game works, sadly though. I'm not yet confident to take on the mines and the breaths in the lunar inner sanctum just about yet. I still want to see if I can try and net a pink puff. Okay, if we're taking on 2 blue dragons, we're definitely going to need to bring out the big guns on this one. Okay, we're out of arrows for ROSA. I haven't faced off against any carries, because they usually are the ones that hold the Artemis arrows in their possession. $80,400, $14,400. Nope. Hang on, I overstepped. I'm supposed to be in here now. Okay, this time, let's hope we can get ourselves a pink tail. Okay, so it's supposed to be a 1 in 64 chance of encountering a pink puff, so I'm gonna have to count this mentally, but hopefully I don't lose count. Okay, number 1. With 1,000, 11,000. RYDIA gained a level. Good way to start off this room. Alright, so this likes counter 2 of 64. Unless all the other encounters that I've dealt with previously just getting here still counts towards the 64th encounter. But I'm gonna presume it doesn't count. So the accumulation would start when you're officially in this cabin room. I could be wrong, and hopefully I am, so I don't spend too much time in this room before the pink puffs appear again. That's 3. CECIL gained a level, good. More of these guys level up, the easier it'll be to just get rid of all these enemies in the subterranean cave. Okay, I think that might have been encounter number 4. Just to replenish her arrow supply, since Rosa needs arrows. They're not as good as the Artemis arrows, but better than nothing. Okay, I think that was the 5th encounter in this room, 10,007. Alright, moving on. Honestly, it would be... I'm not liking the fact that I have to... It has to be a 1 in 64 chance to encounter these puffs, but... What are you gonna do? That's just the way the game's programmed. Okay, that's encounter number 6 done. Okay, so this would be encounter number 7. Might as well burn through all these white arrows. Alright, that takes care of that. Moving on. We'll get that pink tail yet. I have no idea why I just did that, because he doesn't really physically attack me unless... Oh, whatever. So this is encounter 8. Presumably, of 64. Alright, that's the end of another one. Alright, moving on. Fortunately, you have to have a lot of patience if you're going to deal with those pups. Alright, encounter 9. And Odin failed to deliver this time. That completes the 9th encounter. Resetting. Okay, encounter 10. Okay guys, I'll be right back. Have to make a quick bathroom break. Alright, and we're back. Oh, before we continue, I just want to thank Mr. Eridan the other day for following RPG Capper. Thank you very much, sir. Your follow is very much appreciated. Anyways, let's get back to work. So we have 10 out of 64 encounters presumably completed. And we do need to encounter some more pink puffs, and hopefully this time we'll get that pink tail. Okay, so this is the 11th encounter here. I will admit the Kingaroos are pretty annoying enemies, but they can still be taken out. Edge gained a level. Good, he finally gets his first level up for this session as well. Okay, so this will very well go on a while. Might as well just provide you guys with a few stories to share as we continue doing this. So let me see what I can discover here. I think your subscriber notification is broken. It's broken? Okay, I'm gonna have to take a quick look at this. I'm not sure what's going on. KAIN gained a level. Okay. Let me take a quick look here. Okay, I don't have subscribers only. This is weird. Notification is broken. Okay, well, I'm not sure what has happened here. I don't know if it's an OBS issue or something. Okay, it's still... Yeah. Because all I'm seeing, I'm just clicking through the options here, still showing some cheers. I'm not sure what's going on here. Copy stream link, edit your stream later. I'm gonna have to take a look into that. Probably like maybe even after stream or something. Well, thanks for bringing this to my attention, Mr. Bird. Anyways, here we are. Yeah, I'm just gonna have to take a look into what's going on with the subscriber notification, because I don't want to have to be forced to reset my entire stream over this. Anyways, here we are back at here. Yeah, I'm gonna have to just do this one after today's stream is done, because that shouldn't be happening. But then again, this is OBS, and it has happened. Anyways, let me just... While we're just hunting down those pink puffs, let me see if I can relate a few stories from Winnipeg Comic-Con this past weekend. So, anyways, I had gone to Winnipeg Comic-Con with a few of my friends, especially with Nephila, since she was doing some volunteer work at the convention, but mostly as an exhibitor, since she was there to help fix up some dresses and corsets for the other cosplayers. But while I was over there, I have actually noticed a bit of an issue with code check. Now normally when it comes to code check, you would actually think that the people who work there would actually have... you would actually just trust them to do their jobs, like, correctly, make sure they have the proper... that they would bring about the proper articles and all the stuff back to their original owners. But when I was there one day, I had actually just stopped in just to rest up for a bit. And while I was over there, I had actually noticed that there was like this one person that came in asking for their jacket. And the volunteer that was there just gives them back their jacket, but then the owner of the jacket says, "Well, where's my sweatshirt?" Because I had tucked my sweatshirt into the sleeve of my jacket, and so the volunteer said there was never a sweatshirt inside the sleeve of the jacket to begin with, and the guy on the other. And the client at the other end was just, no, I mean, he was just not having it. He says, no, there was definitely a sweatshirt I tucked in the sleeve of that jacket. It was tucked in so tight that you can't get it out. So, I want to know where it is. So, the volunteer there just decided to go through this pile of other clothes that she found on the ground. And, she just said, well, if there's a missing sweatshirt, maybe it could, you might have to check this pile, but I sincerely doubt that your sweatshirt is in this pile, sir. So the guy just goes through the pile, and sure enough, he actually finds his sweatshirt. And, and then he just says, excuse me, this is my sweatshirt. It's over here where it should be. Where it should have been inside the sleeve of my jacket, he says, so the co-check volunteer said, "Oh, I'm sorry. Then it must have been an honest mistake." And the guy was like, "Now hang on here a minute. Why would you actually say that could be an honest mistake? Because I had tucked in my sweatshirt deep in the sleeve of my jacket, and it should not." It's not possible for it to just fall out on its own. It's like someone would have had to reach in there and pull it out with their, just basically with their own effort. And I'm sure it wasn't the one who did that. And I was like looking at all this while all this was going on, and then it got to the point where I realized that the volunteer girl was just getting pretty scared. So I had to go up to the guy and tell him, dude, it's probably just better to let it go because you got your jacket and your sweatshirt back. Maybe it's just don't press the matter any further here because nobody wants this kind of drama. And he couldn't. So he looks at me like why the hell am I butting in like this? But I had to give this guy a good stare down to show him that the issue is not that much of a deal anymore because he got his items back. And you know the old saying, all's well that ends well. So, yeah, so he decided, okay, fine, whatever. And he just chooses to walk out that door. So yeah, that's just one interesting thing that had happened at the convention this past weekend, just because of all this, because he was pretty much just going after the volunteer over this whole issue with a missing sweatshirt in the sleeve of his jacket. Now, I'm not sure whether it was an honest mistake or it was just willful negligence on her part, but I just think that it's just not worth just escalating the matter any further because you already got your articles of clothing back. But you see what type of things how these things can actually happen at a convention. So let me see what other type of stories I can actually relate from the convention itself as well, because we're gonna be here a while just funding down those pink puffs. So let me just see what else I can bring up here. No level up here. Okay, so when I was on the convention floor, I saw a lot of these crane games from this amusement company called Sumo Dino, and they were putting up these crane games like next to each other in a couple rows, and also putting out some other carnival games such as pull the string to reveal a plushie prize, punch a button and make it stop at 10 seconds to win a big prize, or you could just toss some dice and whatever rolls up, and if it rolls a certain number, you also win a big prize and all that. So I just realized these are just major carny games, and the people, and the company that was providing them, I mean, it was this Chinese company, but I actually had some photos on my phone from. I have some photos from my phone from all those different amusement devices that they put up. But I personally did not bother playing them, aside from the 10-second button punch, because they at least let me play that one for free as a first timer. But I just also took a look in some of their crane games and some of the items that they had as a display as prize to win. And you know what? And I hate to say this, those were knockoff items. They had a lot of these bootleg plushies just waiting to be won if you just give them a few bucks. And I was like, okay, maybe they could have gotten away with this full-heartedly if this was still if this was 2005 and not 2025. But in 2025, where anime and manga and pop culture is all becoming more vogue than ever, you really can't seem to it's just not cool to get away with that kind of stuff. Now, why the Winnipeg Comic Con staff members have allowed this I mean, I don't know. But all I know is that they were set up, they actually had all these different items in their crane games and all their little plush dolls aside. I mean, there's all the order that's clearly made in China, so I can also tell that their features were off, so there were definitely some bootlegs there. But apparently people seem to have enjoyed themselves. I don't know if I'm just gonna raise the issue with the convention staff members or something, but we'll see. Okay, Rosa went up another level, that's good. You know, Mr. Bird, when you say that my subscriber notification is broken, I kind of did also notice something that when I was checking my stream manager, the count for my subscribers has gone to 0 instead of the usual number. And I'm just beginning to wonder if it's just an expiration of the subscription, or it's just remains broken or something. But in any case, I will have to take a look at this after this stream is done. How are you doing today? 10,742. You know what, I'm about ready to oblige this trigger, just to show you what happens when you do use lightning against him. Even though it says thunder, which is a misnomer, because it's supposed to be lightning, because thunder is just merely the noise that gets emitted during a thunderstorm. Okay, so I pretty much did all this, and I kind of lost count. If anyone could tell me what count I'm at before I started my story, that would be good. But you know what, big deal. Let's just go on to another story here. So we talked about the incident at Kochek and the incident with Sumo Dino's crane games and all the other carnival games there. Well, I did have a chance to meet up with George Freeman and Richard Conley, the co-creators of Captain Canuck. And, George Freeman... Now, well, Richard Conley was there for the full weekend. George, who was the illustrator for Captain Canuck since the 1970s, was only there for the Saturday. So, I actually was able to have a good conversation with him at his table, as well as as well as attending his Captain Canuck panel along with Richard Coleman, where they were actually showing the Captain Canuck web series in the background, and they were having a discussion on all things Captain Canuck, which is just how, like, they're just talking about the history of it since the 1970s, and how they were trying to get it into stores. And I also learned that George Freeman was served with Marvel briefly for the Jack of Hearts mini comic book series. And I didn't know he was involved with Jack of Hearts. Now, while the Jack of Hearts comic didn't do well commercially, it's still an interesting piece of trivia to know. And I also wanted to ask George and Richard about Captain Canuck and Captain America crossing over at some point. But you know what, when it comes to panels with people and anything that has more than 5 people in it, I would tend to get pretty panel shy about asking certain things, it's like Captain America and Captain Canuck crossing over. But there were some interesting comics that did. Now, I know that Archie Comics is crossing over with Captain Canuck, and it will be around sometime next year. And it also has Captain Canuck introducing Jughead to Poutine. That's pretty much on the cover, by the way. I mean, seeing the Captain in Riverdale would be interesting. Although I have seen some stranger crossovers with Archie comics, such as Archie meeting the Punisher, Archie meeting Kiss, the band, and Archie meeting Jay and Silent Bob. Now, why Jay and Silent Bob are in Archie comics is beyond me, because they are anything but family friendly. But from what I've heard, that particular issue of Archie Comics with Jay and Silent Bob as guest stars did decently well, from what I've heard. Although, I still say that the way that they're letting these characters cross over into Archie Comics shows that Archie is seriously desperate for sales now. They can't do their digests are only coming out monthly rather than weekly, and they really need to start ramping up some sales. And I like Archie Comics, to be honest. I mean, it's good, charming, humble fun. And I think if anybody wants to talk Archie Comics, we could also just discuss, like, what is our favorite Archie strip that we've ever read. One of my favorite Archie comic strips that I've ever read was it actually centered around Jughead. Now, I can't remember precisely the name of that particular strip, because there was also some, like, weird, funny pun-filled... Oh, no, actually, there is one particular Archie comic that I do remember. It's called By the Book. And in this comic, Jughead shows to Archie a book that he got from a store called The Secrets of Wilderness Tracking. And he's pretty much gushing about this book, telling to Archie about how the book will help him become a top-notch tracker in the wilderness. Then, while he's discussing it, Reggie shows up, takes one look at the book, and pretty much starts making fun of Jughead, saying, This is a great book. I didn't even know you could read." So, Jughead claps back at Reggie by saying, This book is plenty good, and you should try and give it a chance sometime." And Reggie just responds, "Okay, but how good is it in a city or town?" And he says, and Jughead's like, "Plenty good." Then he pretty much, as Reggie just continues to burn him, Jughead puts out a challenge to Reggie, and he says, I can bet that I can have you tracked in this city within an hour." And Reggie's like, "You're on, Big Mouth." And from there, Reggie just goes, like, he just pretty much just gets help from one of his motorcycle friends, and just has him drive around town, and pretty much and Reggie even deliberately gets himself lost, just to show that even in a city or a town, well, just to prove to Jughead that even in a city or town, he can never track him down, because the means of tracking down in a city or town are far different than that in the open wilderness. So Jughead now just tries all sorts of different methods by the book, where he resorts to sniffing the sidewalk, telling Archie to go on in different directions. All the while Archie just continues berating him and belittling him, calling him an idiot, saying that you can't track a person through city streets. So while all of this is going on, Reggie at some point then decides to check into a movie theater and catch an old western. So at some point, Archie and Jughead come to the movie theater, and Jughead then finally surprises Reggie in the theater, much to Reggie's fright. And now that Reggie was convinced that the book was the real deal, he gives Jughead $10 for it. And all this time, Archie was beside himself. He didn't know what to say. I mean, Jughead managed to successfully track Reggie down. So Archie starts asking Jughead various questions like, how did you do it, man? How did you do it? How did you manage to find Reggie in the city? Already getting a little cool. And Jughead says, well, first I read a book, and Archie's like, yeah, tell me more. And then Jughead confesses, well, then I found the book to be absolutely worthless. And then he finally confesses that, well, I saw Pop Tate give Reggie 2 tickets to the Baiju movie theater, and that's how I was able to track him down, because he was in the movie theater. Only because Popsy gave Reggie a couple tickets. And so, turns out the book was just a big boatload of nothing. Jughead just tracked Reggie down because Popsy just gave him tickets to the movie theater. And as a result, Jughead decides to celebrate his little quote-unquote victory by ordering a couple burgers and shakes. And Archie, well, he just had to head desk the whole... He was just banging his head against the counter over the stupidity of it all. I mean, anyone who's read Archie comics, you may or may not have read that particular comic, but... Because Archie does tend to have a habit of recycling some of their storylines into future digests. Okay, we finished off this enemy. Edge gained a level, that's cool. Another Cure 1. You know, I might as well start burning through these Oh, not this one, I don't want to do that. Because Cure 1s are so plentiful, I mean, I don't even need to buy them anymore. Okay, if I've lost a lot more than that, then I gotta use this. Okay, so RYDIA's MP is getting dangerously low. Alright, so I'm gonna try one more encounter, then I'll restore RYDIA's MP. So all that talk about Archie comics has made me lose count. I had a feeling that was gonna happen, but you know what? Whatever. These encounters still go towards the ultimate encounter with the Pink Puffs. Let's just burn through these white arrows, man. I don't really particularly care for them. The only arrows I need are the Artemis arrows. 10,100, 4,200. Okay, let's try another Archie comic that I remember. This one is a little bit more heartwarming, but it's still also one of my favorites. This one is also centered around Jughead. So what goes on in this comic was, Archie and Dilton Doily are eating inside the chocolate shop run by Pop Tate, and Dilton states that Jughead is not appearing at Popsy's anymore because he got himself a new job, which is at a burger joint, and he also happens to like it. And Archie just couldn't believe what he's hearing, because he would never have he would never, like, refuse a burger at Popsy's. So, while Archie was trying to process this, Jughead comes in through the door into Popsy's, and Popsy decides, and Popsy, who now knows about Jughead's new job, decides to test him out. He's like, "Hey Jug, how would you like to have a big burger with whatever you like?" And Jug's like, "Nope, I don't want a burger. I'm just gonna have a glass of water." And this shocks Archie. He couldn't even believe what he was seeing. Okay, so RYDIA's MP is clean out, so I do need to restore... hang on, wait a minute. Okay, I don't need to use Elixir because she's at full health. But I can use this. I am running dangerously low on ethers, and if that happens, I do have to leave the cave. Or I have to wing it with nothing more than I'm gonna have to wing it with nothing more than physical attacks. And physical attacks can draw out a battle. So we are now at 50 minutes. Okay, so anyways, let's get back to our Archie comic story here. So, after Archie notices Jughead's change of behavior, he decides to investigate the burger joint that Jughead's working at. And sure enough, he actually finds a burger joint down the road called Jiffy Burger. And when he comes in, he actually notices Jug in full uniform chowing down on burgers like it's his last meal on Earth. And Jughead just casually replies to Archie that this is just a light snack, and he can get all he wants to eat in the burger joint for half price, and he loves the place. So I can see why that he wouldn't be bothering to go back to Pop Tate's. Now, the rest of the comics are a little bit fuzzy for me, because I actually had to, because the comics themselves, the old Archie Digest themselves, I mean, they had gotten torn up over the years, and I had to recycle them. But anyways, so the outcome of that particular comment is a little bit fuzzy. I can't remember if Jughead actually kept his job or decided to quit it just so he can go back and eat burgers at Popsy's again. But I did remember that was actually one of my more favorite strips. Okay, here's what I want to do. I want to test out. For once, I'm just going to humor this Tricker to see what happens when you give him the quote-unquote weakness. Ha ha ha! Thanks a lot. It's my turn now. Fast. Now look at him. He's souping himself up. But I'm still. Oh, look at that. Now he's really dishing out the damage. See, that's what happens when you oblige the Tricker. You've been tricked. And he's actually making some pretty good damage against my guys. But I still get the last laugh. Okay. Anyways. Okay, so Rosa still has some decent amount, so let's just hear everybody up from that. Okay. If we run low on MP again, we're just gonna have to go to a save point, save up, use a cabin, and come back here again. So let me see what other type of Archie comics we can discuss. Unless I want to just do another story from Comic-Con this past weekend. To be honest, I don't really remember any major drama going on at the Comic-Con, because the only panels I've attended was the Captain Canuck panel and that incident at the incident at Coat Check. I mean, I could actually discuss what kind of food I had, but I don't think that really matters at this point. You know what? Finding good topics to talk about that isn't politics or religion is kind of hard, because you do want to have a good you don't want to bore your audience, but at the same time you have to also maintain a good reputation here as well. It's a fine balancing act. I mean, not all of us are like XQC or Asmongold or Pegasus. Okay, it's a different Tricker, and I know that he's gonna try to... Yeah, but at least I demonstrated what happens when you oblige the Tricker. I still remember the very first time I faced this guy, back in 1995 when I first played this game. I did fall for his trick and I used lightning, and then from there he used the Lit 3 to wipe out my entire party. I'm a lot more careful now this time than before. Okay, I shouldn't have had to leave the cave, because I should still be able to, I can still cast Black Magic with RYDIA, that is. As long as her Black Magic is still available to use, I'll just continue to use this. And besides, I need any excuse possible to grind up my guys as well. Slice up a few dragons. 42,000, 11,000, but no level up. Still have no idea what happened with the subscriber notification button. That shouldn't... Okay, everyone is... yeah. I wonder if I can at least... Let's see what happens when I just use this during battle. That only restores like 32 MP. You know what, I would've really wished they would have used a different colored numeral for the restoration of MP, because green numerals should be reserved for HP, while MP should be something different. I would have probably used blue numerals instead. Let's try Sylph. So that is something that I'm gonna have to mark off this, that I have to deduct a point off this game over. Because it's too easy to confuse MP with HP recovery. Nope. Okay, that's the end of that. 42,000, 11,000. Okay, how are we doing? 36. Yeah, not much in terms of that. We will need to restock on ethers at some point, because I don't... Okay, I'm gonna see if I can sneak something out of this guy. Nope, you can't sneak anything out of Trigger, which is strange, because you'd think these guys would steal a lot of items. Okay, at least we paralyzed him, so he doesn't have to keep doing that annoying keep magic. So, okay, so we're 1 hour into this stream. Hopefully it won't take too long. But then again, 1 in 64 chance to encounter a pink puff, so we have to be... Nope, the paralysis effect did not take place. Okay. Anyone who's actually been to... Oh yeah, there is another part of the convention I can relate. Another convention story I can provide. So, I'm not sure how you guys are with hot sauces. But... there was this one vendor at the convention called Intergalactic Hot Sauces. Oh, I got a 10, okay. Well, I'll take that even though it's not that good. And they were pretty much just, it's like all Manitoba-made hot sauces, so these guys like grow their own peppers, the hot stuff, you know, the habaneros, the ghost peppers, the Carolina Reapers, the Scotch bonnets. They actually just grow it, they just pretty much grow it all in their own, you know, their own little greenhouse. And then they use those peppers to make their hot sauces with. So they had like a very they had like different varieties of hot sauce, like named from very mild to like scorching. I'm gonna tongue-numbing, scorching, tongue-numbing hot. And one of their hottest sauce was called the friendship sauce, which is a very odd name to give to a sauce. But this particular sauce was just mixed with Carolina Reapers, lime, and onion. And, it is pretty much reportedly their best seller. As a matter of fact, I do have it also on my phone, so maybe I'll just bring up their menu here to see what they have. What the actual ingredients Let me just key in the commands. There we go. Oh, hang on, I just gotta go here. So their friendship sauce, let me take a quick look here. Hottest sauce, Carolina Reapers, garlic, onion, and lime. Yep. So their sauce consists of 4 main ingredients. Carolina Reapers, garlic, onion, and lime. And they call it the friendship sauce. So that particular sauce sold out instantly. People wanted the Carolina Reaper sauce. And I was a bit disappointed because I wanted to see how I could handle the Carolina Reapers. So I had to settle for their second hottest option called the Aw Heck sauce. Yeah, that's what it's called, Aw Heck. And this particular sauce, let me just bring it back up here on my end. Unfortunately, I don't have a photo that I can just show up on stream, but maybe in a future stream I could do so. This sauce, actually it's not really a sauce so much as it's an oil. And this is a Carolina Reaper chili oil with chili flakes and a rich, nutty flavor. So I got a chance to sample that oil. And yes, while the consistency is definitely oil-like, the effects of the Carolina Reaper peppers were made air apparent within a minute. And I sincerely felt my tongue going severely numb, and I was coughing, my eyebrows were sweating, and this was going on. And after all, this was just a small sample. It's just a spoon-sized sample of that oil. But it's an oil with Carolina Reapers, mind you. Rosa gained a level. Okay, so she's earning some pretty good. Just like her 3rd level earned for this session. Okay, so I also want. So like I said, I had the Carolina Reaper, Aw Heck oil, and and you know what? I definitely was slightly suffering a bit, but I was kind of, I don't know if this may sound like a contradiction, but I was kind of suffering in a good way because I did enjoy that oil. I did enjoy the heat. Now, if I were to try even more of that stuff, I would probably be, I might just end up being on the ground or rather sitting in a very uncomfortable position, waiting for the heat to subside. I mean, it is Carolina Reaper after all. I wonder what, I still really would want to know what the count is officially for the encounter of these. Because I would like to have a pink puff encounter any moment now, so I can collect the pink tail, go back to Earth, show it to the mini-man inside Sylvester Cave, and collect the ore that I need to make adamant armor with. But, alas, we have to settle with whatever encounters come our way until those puffs do decide they want to appear. And if I do win that pink tail, I'll be cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs, for sure. But you can't expect me to be cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs against Pink Puffs until I win that tail. How is everybody doing today? Mr. Bird, you're doing pretty good? I mean, I'm feeling a little bit better than I was yesterday for some stupid reason. I was just mad depressed. Now, I know I said a couple streams ago that I was sleep deprived, and you know what, that was the real reason why I wasn't feeling all that good in the last stream. I do apologize if my behavior was very under the weather for that Tales of Eternia stream. But sometimes these things happen, but that was also a fault on my own because I was supposed to have gotten some shut-eye, and I decided just to review a stream into the wee hours of the morning. And I have to learn not to do that anymore, otherwise I'm gonna feel like shit when it comes time to do an actual stream the next day. I do need to fix that subscriber notification, but I'm not sure how you can refresh it without killing your stream, though. That's the thing. So, for those who missed it, I did have RYDIA use Lit 1 against the Tricker just to humor it just once. And when you do use lightning magic against the Tricker, he'll pretty much just laugh, let you know, ha ha ha, thanks a lot, it's my turn now, cast fast, and then repeatedly cast Lit 3 against your entire party, even if you hit him with Lit 1. I seriously want to know how many encounters have been in this room so far, because it's 1 in 64. And I don't want to have to go and rest up at a save point until I've encountered another set of pink puffs. But I do want that tail. Because I need every excuse imaginable to try and get... I just want to get as much out of this game as possible. Now, I know there's just some things I can't get back, such as that in that chest I missed out in the Western Division of the Tower of Babel just before we got to the Falcon airship. But I've checked a YouTube playthrough of the game, and it turns out what was inside that chest that I missed, it was just a measly Cure 2 potion. That's it, a Cure 2 potion. I think at some point I'm probably gonna have to show you guys the playthrough video so you could see what I missed out. And it turns out it's no skin off my back. I mean, one measly Cure 2 potion is just... I mean, that's nothing. So I guess let's just recover everybody in this case. I like Sylph. Sylph's a good summon. Although I wouldn't mind getting some of the other summons I missed out on, even though they're weaker, just for completionist sake. Maybe if I manage to get the Pink Puff's tail and get the admin armor, then I could probably do that as the next time killer for the stream. Alright, let's keep at it. Taggle him and then hit him. $42,000, $11,000. As Cecil gain a level. Okay, good. Let him keep gaining those levels. Higher he gets, the more easier it'll be for him to dispatch enemies with his crystal sword. There's also the Dragoon Lance that should come about if I were to destroy some dragons, but I haven't encountered that yet. And there's the glass mask item from those evil masks. So it'll probably look at getting each specific item in churn with every session. Because I need any excuse possible to keep fighting certain enemies in order to help grind my guys up to the ultimate cap of 99 here. 81. But we do need to start Nope, no pink puffs. Oh. Well, if we fail to get the pink puffs pink tail this time, we're just gonna have to see what else we can... Because what other special item we can try and get? I'm gonna see if I can try and get myself maybe even a glass mask or hunt down the Dragoon's Lance. Hang on a minute, just gonna take a look here. He has a white... Yeah, the Holy Lance, which he collected from the ancient... from one of the ancient guardians. But I don't want to have to keep doing something like this forever. I mean, it's tedious work. And I would like to face off against enemies that offer better payouts so that it would help increase our levels faster. Yeah. But anyways, let me get back to the hot sauce story. So yeah, after 10 minutes of feeling the heat, it did some... Okay, finally pink puffs, thank you. Let's try flooding them out. And let's put these pink puffs on ice as well. Okay, that did something. Yep, found them. And the Black Chocobo's theme kicks in. And let's cure up everybody in the meantime. Now let's hope that this time they'll drop a freaking tail. I wonder if jump can work good against these guys. And they're smacking me around a good. And okay. And I'm gonna be curing him while KAIN is gonna be set to jump. That always happens. Alright. Now let's just keep it. Oh, well, whatever. Wait a minute, I want to see if I can steal something off these guys. Well, I don't know if that's going to be... you know what, let me try something else. Let's slow... Okay, but I want to hit him, multi-target them for the slow spell. Okay, the music changed again. Is that a good sign that they could drop a tail this time? And for some reason, Edge is stuck in Berserk mode. 277,775 GP, 10,000 XP. Okay, are we gonna get a tail? No, we did not get the tail this time. Fuck. Okay, that didn't work. Well, we're just gonna have to, Alright, here's what I'm gonna do. Let's exit. Here's what I'm gonna do. Let's just rest up by giving everyone a full recovery. I'm beginning to wonder if they will only drop the tail if a certain music is playing in the background. So first we had a Black Chocobo theme, then we had the standard Chocobo theme. And I'm not sure what the next music track was going to be. Okay, in the meantime, let's save. So we're now to the 35th hour of the game. Okay, now what I need to do is I need to go purchase some more ethers. And maybe even get some more Artemis arrows if possible. I will admit I like that ominous bell toll at the beginning of that particular track. If it was just nothing but that bell toll, that would have been so sweet. seriously, if it was nothing but this bell toll, it would have made a whole thing even more ominous, but more beautiful in a way. But Nobuo Uematsu made his choice. Anyways, let's just do it. Surprise. Yeah, like, these guys are gonna do a lot of damage to me this time around because we power leveled a lot while we were down in Lunar Subterranean. Yeah, I didn't think they were gonna do a lot of damage. That didn't do any damage here. Or 680. Alright. Oh, I wanted miss, not... Ah, crap. Okay, I guess we're summoning the most powerful dragon to deal with a couple of fucking puddings here. Unless we can dispatch the puddings before the dragon is summoned. Nope, we're summoning Bahamut to cook a pudding. All that was worth 4,450 GP and 2,844 XP. But I did get Edge a level up out of it, so I guess it's not a total fuck-up. Okay, guys, I do need to make another bathroom break, so I will be right back. Alright. Okay, and we're back. Alright. Let's bring up the game screen here on my end. Good. Alright. Let me see what I have to do. And of course, I do have the Great Whale, so I can at least recover all my MP by having a bit of a rest in these stasis pods. Of course, Fat Chocobo's all ready for me to use at any time, so I no longer need to use carrots. Oops, no, I also have to navigate the whale right now. So I think there was supposed to be an extra shop in here where I can stock up on supplies. Because I don't really want to have to go back to Earth just about yet. Do they not have a shopkeep I can talk to? Okay, yeah, here we go. Finally found the shopkeep. Alright. Okay, I have, like, a shit ton of money to blow here. Okay, I found there's a whistle where I can summon a fat chocobo, but I don't think that's necessary anymore, because I already put all the needed supplies into... let me take a look here. Okay, I can buy elixirs. Let me take a quick look at my inventory. So there's that. Let's buy... okay, let me just... buy 3 more. And, let's see what else I can get. Okay, I gotta bundle these up properly. Okay, here we go. 30 elixirs. Nice. Now I also want to get some... I do need to get some Ether 2s as well. There we go. Let's see how many cabins I have left. 6 cabins. Alright, let's... Hey, where'd he go? Okay. Okay, that should do it for now. Everyone's at full HP and MP. Okay, I do need to bundle everything up again. There we go. I don't care for the Ether 1s anymore. I can probably just burn through them as well as the Cure 1s. Life Potions I'm not too worried about. Cure 2s, not too worried about right now. Let's do another quick save. Okay, so now we know where the store is, where we can stock up on supplies. So we discovered something new as well. Let's just put our Great Well over here. Alright, now back into the lunar subterranean we go. At least they didn't blow up on me. It would have helped if I can also get the bomb summoned from them, so I won't have to go back to Earth to get it. Okay, that was quick enough. Why not? Okay. bled out a few puddings. More easy to replenish money than it is to gain experience. If it was just easy to gain money as it is experience, I would have been done this game a while ago. Yeah, peanuts and payout. Okay, let's recover and head back into the lunar subterrane. Okay, everyone's nicely recovered. Okay, good. Back down we go. RYDIA really needs to start boosting her, needs to be boosted up a bit more because she's just falling behind everybody else. She's only gone like, what, 2 levels this session so far? Meanwhile, ROSA must have went up like 3 levels. Yep, 3 levels. So anyways, let's get back into the lunar subterrane. Okay, I need to sneak some Artemis arrows out of the carry here. Because those arrows are needed. Now I can one-shot a carry. Found a heal potion, that's nice. $5,900, 6,080. KAIN gain a level. Nice. As long as CECIL and KAIN can gain up their levels, that's good, because that means I can dish out more heavy damage with every battle. Mr. Bird, have you ever tried any hot sauces yourself? Maybe we should talk hot sauce for the rest of the stream, because I'm actually in the mood to talk. I mean, aside from the fact that the only hot sauce I tend to have frequently is the Hui Fong Sriracha sauce and Frank's Red Hot. Okay, finally RYDIA goes up a level. She's slow on the take, but when she gets up, that's a good sign, because that means more MP to use. I wonder if I could sneak something out of the Dragon Bone. Oh, that's some pretty good damage now. Moving on. Let me see if I can get some. Okay, these guys have a Cure 1 on them, but that's... I don't know how a dragon carries a potion, but video game logic again. Come on, let's destroy Dragon. $22,000, 6,000, no level up. Moving on. What can I take from him? Just a Cure 1. Yeah, it's just, they're just giving off these Cure 1s like candy. Seems like the encounter rate's just been upped ever since I went back to the service. Oh well, doesn't matter, that means more XP for me to get. $23,000, 6,000. Oh, Fatal Eye this time. Hate it when it's casting, when its count cast is always successful. Damn it. Out of arrows. Can I at least take him out in time? Oh, I just managed to kill him before Edge dropped like a fly. Okay, all she has in terms of arrows are whites and Artemises. But I want to burn through all these white arrows because I just want to have nothing more than Artemises afterwards. Just to help clean up some inventory space. You know, I'm beginning to wonder if there was another... If there was another Hummingway merchant in there who sells me some gear and not just items. But we'll take a look at that probably next session. At least I'm well stocked on elixirs now, so I don't have to worry about running low. $20,200, 7,200. Okay. Let's give this another go. This'll... I refuse to give up. I still think I can get that pink tail. And this time I'm more well stocked up on elixir, so we should be able to... So we should be anteathers as well, so this time we should be able to have enough magic to get through this entire soiree without having to go back to a save point or to the surface. And besides, we still have to level up. We got a ways to go before our guys are at 99. Ways to go. RYDIA seems to be taking the longest to level up, I've noticed. I'm not sure if that's just her being a black magician or what. But she is pretty good when it comes to her black magic, and as well as her summon, so she absolutely needs to be a 99 like the rest of them. Okay, doing some good damage now. But it's not enough to fall a trick her in one round. Okay, I'll take a cure too. We'll get that pink tail yet. I'm just hoping I can at least manage to nab it before all of our guys are at level 99. Oh my goodness. It's going to be one heck of another weekend with my dad again, because we have to, hopefully we can get that ignition coil installed and make sure that the car is working in tip-top shape. Now it can't be done on a Friday since I'm going home to visit on a Friday. So I probably have to be on a Saturday. $1,700, $4,200. Okay, let's reset. Let's reset the movements. if any of you guys actually have been to a convention, do you have any convention stories you'd like to share? Because I think I pretty much have gotten through all the convention stories that I see that are of interest. Because every other time I was pretty much there, I was just simply taking photos of all the different cosplayers. And I also bought some pins for my roommates as well, since they're into enamel pins. I wonder if anybody else here is into enamel pins. I'm just hoping by the time this session's done that we'll finally have ourselves a pink tail, so we won't have to keep doing this over and over and over again, because even I have to admit, this is just getting restless. The efforts here are just making me restless, but hey, that's RPG capping for you. And Odin fails to appear, so we have to do this the long, hard way. Rosa gained a level. Good. Yeah, she's earning more for her levels than RYDIA. RYDIA just seems to level up only like once in a while. So I think her XP requirements are more demanding than everybody else. I think also the same thing with KAIN. But KAIN's in a higher level. So I'm not too worried about getting him capped. Since RYDIA is going to be the biggest pain in the ass to cap here. CECIL gain a level, that's good. Higher his levels get, the more damage he can dish out with his crystal sword. Cure 1. Yeah, that's all this damn fossil's gonna give me is a Cure 1. Oh yeah, there is something else I just wanted to add. So anyone who's actually watched my Tales of Eternia stream last time, I'm just also letting you know that there is a major event that I'm going to be planning for the 100th stream of RPG Capper. I'll reveal what that event will be after my 95th stream. So this stream that you're seeing right here is my 93rd stream. So I'm hoping just to I'm still in the process of getting things ready for that stream, and I believe that after next week I should be good to go. But it will be a special event that will be taking place to commemorate the 100th stream of RPG Capper, and I am putting out an open call to anybody who wants to be a part of the 100th stream. We will be playing a game that is RPG related, but it is also something that needs multiple players. It is not a Dungeons & Dragons campaign. We're not doing tabletop. But it is going to be something that is close to that aspect. But something that can also be completed within about 2.5 hours or so. So I'll be revealing the game that will be played on the RPG Capper for the RPG Capper's 100 stream sometime in the next week after my 95th stream. And then after that, I will be putting an open call for submissions on my Discord. So if any of you might be interested, you can also come into my Discord, join up, and just message me to see that you just want to be part of the multiplayer RPG event to commemorate the 100th stream. And of course, I'll be looking at providing the winner of that particular stream with a nice little gift box, but which with further details to come within the next week. So just throwing it out there right now for those of you curious. No level up. I'm gonna burn through a few of these cures. I don't like cure ones because they're basically worthless, but I also want to make sure I can keep them. I guess I can keep them on standby, but you know what? At some point I'm just gonna burn through all of them and just keep all the good ones on standby. Just like I'm burning through these white arrows so I can focus squarely on the Artemis arrows afterwards. Oh, pink puffs again. Cool. That's fast. All right. Let's wash these puffs. And let's cook them. Let's hope this time they'll give me a frickin' tail. Wait a minute. I can't summon oh man, since they're dancing, they can't summon the monsters. And they're hitting me pretty fucking hard. And you can only... You know, I might as well burn through them. Or maybe I have to wait till a certain music has ended. Okay, so Edge and RYDIA cannot enter commands. They're pretty much just stuck auto-fighting because they're busy dancing. Or maybe I just have to continue auto-dancing or something until I'm like auto-fighting through with this dance until the puffs are destroyed. Then maybe they'll give me the pink puff tail. I don't know. All I care about is just earning my tail so I can at least be cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs after. Well, that's the end of the puffs, but now am I gonna get a tail? Please give it to me. No, all I got was a fucking Ether 2! Oh, with this game. Oh! Okay, I guess that's that. I mean, I'm probably just gonna have to call it for this session in terms of hunting down pink fucking puffs. You know what, let's try getting another item. Let's see if we can get a glass mask from the evil masks this time. Because it's still not time to call session just about yet. And I still want to get through these white arrows. Why does Edge keep to get targeted by the Blizzard attack? What? Okay, Edge gained a level. That's nice. Alright, keeping on. These motherfuckers. Okay, he wasn't supposed to attack before weak, but whatever. Come on. There is a possibility about getting the Dragoon Spear, though. So there's another possibility there's another item I can potentially loot. What if the Leviathan we can help for? Nope, can't get anything out of them. Still didn't kill him off. There we go. KAIN gain a level, that's good. Always like to see him gain a level because he and RYDIA are the most stubborn to level up. Okay, we're gonna save it here. There's still some time, so I don't want to call session just about yet. I'm gonna see if I can get that glass mask item from the evil masks in the inner sanctum. I mean, I need any excuse imaginable to keep building up my guys. Oh my god. Well, that's what Odin is for. Okay, moving into the inner sanctum now. Okay, let's see if we're going to be improving ourselves. So, okay, we come in here at level 75, level 6, Rosa level 74, KAIN 77, and RYDIA 71. Yeah, RYDIA is severely behind the others, but can't be helped. I would like her to level up a bit more. Just a behemoth. I wonder if I could just simply wail on him with my physical attacks this time around. Okay, that worked. I mean, I get 5-figure payouts when I'm in the inner sanctum here. Okay, another behemoth. I probably should have had... Yeah, I should have had Edge cast image on himself. Nuts. And we're gonna have to be curing everybody between battles now. Blink. I can't multi-target with Blink, sadly enough. Oh. No level up. Burn through these cure ones. Ten at a time. Okay, this time we should have some better pay. Okay, now we have the stacked dragons here that you told me about, Mr. Bird. I had no idea what you were talking about last time, but now I should have known. Let's just summon the big B-man to take care of these bozos. Oh, a firebomb. That's cool. Let's see what this does. That just cures them. Oh well. At least I finally have burned through all those white arrows, now I can finally use the proper arrows. Under 95,000 GP, 31,080 XP. RYDIA gained a level. Good. Glad she got another level up. Here we go. Okay, now I want to see if I can get a glass mask out of this thing. Oh, I forgot. Gotta use Meteor against them. Can't sneak anything out of them. Unless I get destroy him before Meteor is cast. Not good. Okay, I did manage to destroy before Meteor was cast. No level up, though. And no glass mask, either. Okay, so that just leads to the final chamber before Zemus has thrown him. Okay. Actually, I don't think I've faced these two before in one battle. $4.9 damage, that's how it should be with Meteor. 130,000, 22,000. Okay, that's not a bad payout. CECIL gained a level, but nobody else gains a level with him. Okay. Alright, let me take a quick look. 77. Okay, we got the stacked dragons again. That's one dragon down. Okay, I got a couple of ninja stores, but I do need to get some more of these. There's supposed to be a shop where I can buy some more of these, if I'm not mistaken. Because I'm gonna need more than 2 ninja stars for the final boss. 195,000, 31,000. Rosa gained a level. Edge gained a level. Nice. Yeah, this is a pretty good spot if I want to do some proper level grinding. Everyone's well into their 70s. RYDIA is still lagging behind. Okay, let's see if I can get myself a glass mask from them. Unblockable magic. Wall can't save you from Meteor. 65,000. Do we get a glass mask? No, we do not. I don't like this rare drop system because that really sucks the fun out of fighting these guys. Oh well, let's... More behemoths. Oh, that's a big hit. I don't want to lose Rosa. Gotta remember to keep using this. At least she could do 4-figure damage with her whip now, that's nice. Just under Behemoth. Okay. Using this. Since Behemoths hit hard, I have to be more quicker on the feet. Where's Blink? Here we go. Good thing you missed RYDIA. See 5,000. KAIN gained a level, that's also good. As long as my two stubborn party members get a level up, that's the important thing. I mean, CECIL, ROSA, and Edge are already just... They already do a decent enough job just leveling up. But KAIN and RYDIA are the big... require a lot more. But I do want a glass mask. I mean, I want to get something out of this. If I can't earn myself the Pink Puff's Pink Tail, I might as well get something else as a consolation. Just to show that I can get it. Okay, I can dispatch evil masks more quickly now, that's cool. No level up. But still no glass mask. Oh, Behemoth time. Anyone... Okay, I did talk about Halloween plans from a couple streams ago. But, gonna have to... Okay, this time we can do it. Oh. Oops. There goes the Behemoth. 1,740. Kinda sucks that you have to keep fighting the same enemies over and over until they give you the drop that you want. But, hey, that's old school RPG gaming for you. Games like this did not hold your hand back then. You really had to work your way up to the top. slice up a couple dragons. Here's what I'm gonna do now. I'm gonna save, and I'm gonna go back into the Inner Sanctum and see if I can face off and destroy one of those mines or breaths. Because I want to get something. I want to advance. Oh, hang on. I didn't use a cabin. Because I want to make progress of some sort. I just don't want to end this stream empty-handed. I don't want to just level up. I want to get something special out of it as well. Like maybe even a new summon, a new item, or even just a new opportunity just to destroy an enemy that I wasn't able to destroy before. Yeah, I managed to defeat the Trigger while giving it its lightning ability, but that's kind of peanuts. I need something more. Wait, hang on. Did I save? Now I'm kind of brain fart here. Well, if I don't remember, now I do remember. Okay. I gotta make another bathroom break, guys. Sorry about this. Okay, and we're back. Okay. Sorry about that, guys. Getting back to the... Okay, I'm seeing some buffering issues. Is everyone experiencing some buffering? I mean, is anyone experiencing any buffering playback here? Because I'm getting a lot of notices on my OBS here. I got like 48 notices, and now I'm a little bit concerned that there's too much buffering going on. I mean, it's the middle of the afternoon. There shouldn't be that many people on, compared to the evening hours. Okay, we're gonna try again to go into the 4th floor of the Inner Sanctum to see if we can stand up to those mines and breaths. The mines wiped us last time by tricking and charming RYDIA. I don't really... That's a major piss off, but that's just the way it is, I guess, when you're just one room away from the throne room of the final boss. Okay, so Artemis arrows do wonderfully against red dragons. No level up. Okay, second floor. Second floor? Rude. Just rude. Okay. If I get a glass mask, I'm just gonna go back and save this progress. If not, we progress further into the inner sanctum. $65,000, 10,000 experience. No glass mask. So we're just gonna continue on in the inner sanctum. $65,000, 10,000. RYDIA gained a level. Good. Now whether she'll keep that level is another matter. Depends on how he survived the 4th floor. Alright, Cecil gains a level. Two evil masks. Hopefully this will give me the black mask. No, what am I saying? The glass mask drop. Because I want to see what it looks like. And what its stats are. One mask down, one to go. Oh, that's a lot of damage. No, that's not too bad considering what Nuke is usually capable of. Okay, we're gonna get a glass mask this time. 130,000, 20,000 XP. No drop. 2 behemoths this time. Okay, we're gonna keep at it. I do want CECIL more protected. Okay, that's the end of all the arrows. Okay, I gotta finish off this behemoth now. Alright, 23,480. Rosa gains a level. Edge gains a level. Nice. But we gotta cure up everybody. Alright, moving on. I would like to keep these nice little levels up if possible. Okay, the infamous 4th floor of the Inner Sanctum. Mind. No, no, no! I want this. Let's see if I can mute him. Don't charm RYDIA. That charm ability is a motherfucker. Oh my god. Okay, we actually beat the mine this time. $50,000 GP awarded from this battle, and 113,000 XP. KAIN gains a level out of it. Okay, so Rosa needs to properly recover her HP, and so will KAIN. Just burn a few more of these potions. Okay. So that panel will take us right into Zemus's throne room. I am not gonna step on that panel until all of our guys are at level 99 and all other conditions in the game have been met. This is as far as we go in the game until 99. So we're turning back now. No, I want Bahamut, for fuck's sakes. I wonder if casting slow on it will work. It's doing some pretty good job with its armor. Okay, so that worked. Fuck. Okay, I gotta snap RYDIA out of it, or she's gonna... Okay, RYDIA being charmed is extremely dangerous. She needs to be knocked... She needs to have some sense knocked into her. What the fuck? I knocked some sense into her. Fucking bugs in this game. Okay, now I just gotta heal her up. Okay, the mine has now dissipated. $50,000, $13,000, no level up. Yeah, I have to make sure RYDIA does not stay charmed, or I risk another party wipe. Oh, this one time we got breath. Okay, this one's a little bit more easier to deal with than the mind. Report. I'm not taking any chances with the breaths of the mines. I'm just going to dish out as much heavy damage to them as possible. Okay, you can't stun it, which is understandable. Let me try a white spell on it. I'm wondering if all it's gonna do is cast Peep on me, or it's gonna launch a major attack. Okay, that was a bit of an easier battle, more easier to deal with than the mind. $50,000, $12,000, no level up. Okay, this time just a one breath. I wonder if Leviathan will work good against it. So we have no more of these. Yeah, we have no more arrows. Oh, let's see if I can mute it. Can't mute it. Another breath has now been evaded. $50,000, $12,000, no level up. Okay, so we now explored the entirety of the Inner Sanctum before Zemus' throne. So now all that's going to be left to do now is pretty much to get the special items and level up our guys up to 99. So we're just going to get out of the Inner Sanctum here and then get ourselves back to the surface and call session for today. So we're just going to fight our way out. Hopefully I can pick up a glass mask along the way. Oh my goodness. I guess that's the reality of dealing with behemoths. Alright, back to this. Okay, I do need to use this. Oh yes, keep smacking me while I'm casting my blink magic to avoid that smacking. $1,740. Alright, Evil Mask, let's see if we can get ourselves a glass mask this time. Because I'd hate having to end this stream without at least picking up one special item. Okay, I forgot these guys cast walls so they can Damn it. Not bad for some fisticuffs on Rosa's part. Get a glass mask out of them. Failed. Oh, and the white magic failed too. Cool. No level up. And no glass mask either. Yeah, this is pretty disappointing to not get it, but at least I managed to finally beat a mind and a couple minds and a couple breaths in the process. So that's a little bit of progress, I suppose. Because I always want to try some new things. Okay, I can only get a cure too, so I can't get a glass mask out of these guys. Can I sneak some more, or is that everything out of them? Failed. Nope. Looks like I can only get a cure 2 from these guys. Alright, let's finish this battle up. Nope, that one landed. Alright, are we gonna get a glass mask this time? Nope. Oh, that's annoying. That is so annoying. Okay, more evil masks mean more opportunities to get a glass mask. Just wish it would just drop it already so I at least have something to sign off this stream for. Yeah, just a cure 2. You can only sneak cure 2s out of them, but in terms of the glass mask, it looks like it has to be a drop. Dumb. No level up, but do I get a drop? No, I do not. All I wanted was a pink tail, or maybe even a glass mask or the Dragoon Spear. Okay, another glass mask means another opportunity. No, another evil mask means another opportunity to get the glass mask. Come on, drop. Damn it. Well, that sucks. Oh, well, you know what? You can't win them all. Just have to try next time. So let's get everybody up, everybody well sorted, and let's exit out of here. Okay, so let's recover everyone, and save and call session. Okay, let's save. Copy over the save file. Okay, so at 36 hours and 40 minutes, we end today's stream with Edge at level 77, CECIL level 78, Rosa at level 76, KAIN at level 79, and RYDIA at level 73. Okay. So we encountered 2 groups of pink puffs today. Alas, no tail drop. However, on the flip side, we did manage to encounter a Hummingway merchant, which allowed us to roll up on elixirs and ethers. And we also managed to finally conquer the mines and the breaths on the floor before Zemus's throne. So at least there was some progress to be had here, aside from leveling up. So let's just go back to the regular bubble screen, shall we? Oh, hang on, just let me just kill off the game here. There we go. Okay, everybody, well, thank you very much for being a part of today's RPG Capper stream. I do apologize if there has been some serious buffering issues today. I honestly thought streaming in the early afternoon would help offset that, but it looks like that's not to be the case. Anyways, Mr. Bird, thank you very much for being here for a part of today's stream. Mr. Erden, thank you very much for your follow. We appreciate it. Okay, so let me just see if there's anybody who I can raid right now. Let me just go up back to the channel. Okay, so I do have Pumpkin Potion on right now, and I'm going to give her a quick raid. So she is quite a popular VTuber as well. So let's raid Pumpkin Potion, shall we? Oh, she does not want to be raided. Okay, never mind. Okay, so let me just see who else we can raid. Okay. Let's take a quick look here. Galloping Ghost Arcade is on right now. Let me see if I can raid them. Alright, we're going to be raiding Galloping Ghost Arcade, so say hi to all the arcade operators there for me, guys. And see you next stream on RPG Capper. Take care and have a good one. Bye-bye.